quiet up here.
It is, it's really nice. Okay, you can grab your handlebars and you can step all the way down. You can sit back in your harness, and whenever you're ready to go, you can grab your handlebars and make sure you cross your ankles. I just saw it for that camera. I just noticed something that he might want to kind of tilt his head out a little bit because it looks like it might just be filming his arm a little bit. Oh wow.
Right there.
Yeah. I think we'll probably have to cross over.
Yeah. Pretty high up. Look over there.
Alright, I'll see you guys over there.
Okay, man.
Alright. Get you guys clipped in. I'm gonna bring this thing.
Use those handlebars, my man. Light pressure. You gotta hold on to the handlebars.
Can't let go?
Yeah. I know it's fun, but if the wind blows it too much, if you're not holding on, you'll just accelerate your control. Looking good. There's going to be a couple knots coming up, so just let those knots go up. Perfect. One more knot, and then you're going to push it. It'll be exactly the same as this. Come on over this way, huh? You heading for the water station next? Woo! Manpower.
Scared?
No, are you?
Look a little shaky.
Nah.
You guys are doing great. So if anyone wanted to bail out, this would be the point.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty confident you guys will be doing fine.
You walk down that little trail?
Yeah, back to the vehicle and it would take people down.
No, it's okay. I'd rather ride down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Me too. Alright, you guys
Oh, I
ready
forgot
to
about
continue?
the helmet cams on.
Yeah.
We're going to take our time walking up to the water station. Water station. Big water cooler. Nothing fancy. We're actually in an intermediate phase between two different biomes. We've got the mountains and the Mojave Desert. So we're right in the overlap. You might get more biodiversity. And like these yellow flowers, it's because of the last thunderstorm that they can bloom like that. Yeah, everything you see yesterday is right there. It's sitting in the mold. A couple of hundred backpack loads, yeah. So the 6 months ago, everything that was right now today. We got the 30 guys, $60 a week. Incredibly long hours.
An oasis.
Yes.
Okay. If he doesn't want us to pass, that's good.
Yeah, that's fine.
So have you guys ever had pesto before?
What?
Pesto sauce? Or pine nuts?
Nope.
No? Well, this tree right here, this is the pinyon pine. The way you can tell it's a pinyon pine is it has a single needle. Typically, the pine trees are in bunches of 3 needles or 5. So anytime you see one needle, this is edible. So a lot of times you'll find pine nuts and trail mix, and pesto is also made out of pinyon pine. Pesto is, I believe it's basil and pine nuts mixed together. Basically, it's an inclined bridge.
Yep.
We can watch these guys go up here.
One at a time, like we've done before.
Definitely.
So when you guys get on the bridge,
I'm gonna send you up first, Steve. Okay?
Okay.
Wanna
Well, it's pretty cool. These
give him a talk?
they're on the rope.
so when you get on the bridge, you're going to get on. You're going to take your time, one hand on each side. We ask that you don't bounce or jump because it bounces them off. Enjoy yourselves. So from here you can see the course pretty well. This next zip line is pretty easy, but the one after that is our highest and our fastest zip line on the course. So when we get to that other side, we'll be coaching you guys what to do, how to have as much fun as possible on these. So now that we're in the bigger part of the course, we could have some wind. If the wind blows you, just hold those handlebars and just straighten your toes out. That's all you gotta do. The main thing is, just land feet first when you come into the platform. Okay? If the wind blows you sideways, just kind of go with it. Slowly correct yourself, but it just takes minimal movements to correct yourself.
Minimal movement.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean. I'll do it again. Oh, Jerry.
You're on leash.
Those devices are made just to go uphill, so they don't naturally run.
Is it good? Is it close enough?
Yeah.
I got it a little closer.
So this tree that we're in is called a Jeffrey pine, and if you smell it, it smells just like butterscotch.
Holy hell.
Especially if it's been sitting in the sun, it really smells like
Yeah.
butterscotch.
Smell it.
Is that what they make butterscotch flavoring from?
Yeah, right.
It tastes nothing like it if you taste it. The turpentine,
cool.
you guys heard of turpentine? Like, you know,
Oh, yeah,
Bob Ross,
sure.
he makes the paintings, the happy little trees. So his paint thinner that he uses is called turpentine. And they make turpentine from ponderosa pines. And the ponderosa looks just like this Jeffrey pine, but at the factory they were having explosions because they were mixing the two types of trees. So they were trying to figure out, like, what's the difference in the trees? You know, something's going on here. What they found out is these trees, the Jeffrey pines, are lightning resistant. So farther down the course,
Cool.
when at the end of the course, we'll show you a Jeffrey pine that recently got struck by lightning. Didn't even catch on fire. All it did was blow the bark off and a nice little stripe coming down it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Got a nice little battle wound to it. It's
All right,
pretty
so-
interesting.
Yeah, so on this zip line, no brakes until I give you that brake symbol, okay? I'm trying to get you guys to come all the way across. So just hold those handlebars, hold them. And then I'll say brakes, and then you'll flat-handed, you'll pull down very gently. Okay? If you're coming in hot, you're gonna pull a little harder, okay? I'll see you guys over there.
So I'm guessing those backpacks are first aid, right?
First aid, a couple of water bottles, and spare gloves.
Yeah.
at this guy, professional.
Yep. I think he's done it before.
I've watched a couple of videos on it.
Oh, that's yeah, good videos.
It's actually our first day. We just
Oh yeah,
Holiday Inn Express last night.
yeah, right.
Yeah, when they hired us and they just gave us an info video to watch for training, I thought, like, that's all we're gonna get.
Just a waiver said, do your best.
Yeah, how'd you guys get this job?
Derek?
Well, for me, they just had a massive opening for applications, and
I mean, it's not like you have prior experience, I suppose, right?
well, a lot of people do. I think
Do they
when
really?
we have about 50 employees,
Yeah.
and I think 30 of them probably came from previous zip-lining sites
Oh,
that
kidding.
were Navitat related, or at least that the bosses here worked with the sites. I just came down. I think I was the only guy that actually turned in my resume in a suit and tie.
Nice.
I did it the right way.
I guess it helped.
Yeah, and well, I'm an EMT, and so
Oh, that helps too.
I figured that probably helps.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
one of the only few emergency responders on course, and I guess since it's a high risk activity, I guess.
Did you live around here?
Or did you
I
have live
to,
in Wrightwood, so I live.
Me too.
I do live up here.
did you have to move up here, or did y'all?
Oh,
live up
I've
here?
lived up here my whole life so
Oh,
far, so I'm
that's
kind of
good.
like ready
Yeah.
to get out. But while this is here, I'm staying definitely because.
Yeah, this is not your 9-to-5 job, you know.
Yeah.
When
I kind of like your office, though. It's kind of your penthouse office, you know.
Oh yeah.
High rise, you know.
Definitely.
Yeah, I applied to the construction side of the company, and I was all grizzly and scruffy looking, just like all their tree climbers are. Applied, they liked that I have about 20 years experience rock climbing.
Oh yeah.
My first job was working with the company as a rigger, and then as soon as we opened to the general public,
Oh.
I became a tour guide.
So you actually built part of it. Huh?
Indeed, yeah. All the second cables that you see, all the bottom cables I helped pull up, and on the bottom part of the course I helped with all the cable pulls down there.
Did they actually run this cable along the ground to start with, and then pull it up, or?
Yeah, pretty much it's in the treetops.
The treetops.
We hope it doesn't touch the ground because then it gets dirty.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's a challenge, getting all the cable
Oh,
up.
bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could take 3 or 4 days to get one cable up.
How did they?
What's that?
How do they pull it up? It must take a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
A lot of force.
So we use a line gun, and it shoots a brass projectile with like a sawed-off shotgun, and that's got fishing line attached to it, and then that goes flying way out there.
Yeah,
Sometimes
okay.
it takes 2 shots, and then we'll pull a thicker cord,
Yeah.
and then tie that cord to a rope. We'll pull a rope, and then the last step is to pull the big heavy cable.
Wow.
So we progress heavier and heavier
I
as
see.
we go.
Cool.
Yeah, so on this zip line, what we're going to do, we're going to brake right out of the gate. We're going to just do light pressure. Doesn't take any serious amount of pressure, just light to medium. Once you're clear of those first trees, the view is going to open up huge, and you'll notice you're 300 feet off the ground. You can just let it zip. Halfway across the next canyon, you're going to brake again. So the way it works, brake out of the gate, zip, and then brake at the end, okay? Make sense? Mm-hmm. You guys are ready?
Yep.
All right. If the wind blows you, it's just a real simple correction. Just turn your feet sideways by the time you land, okay?
Okay.
We'll see you down there.
All right.
There I go, using my brake.
So you can see where he's braking right now, and then right about at this point, he's gonna let go, and that's where he wants you to.